Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is Trevor Craft, and I hope you're having a good day, because I surely am, and you're here, so that should be a good thing. I would hope. So, yeah. Last time we fought the Wither, got a beacon, started on a giant hole over there for a project, and looking about, I kind of changed my mind about this room. I intend to build some, storage silos that are very large and have, redstone lamps on them that, show how full it is and stuff like that for things like this. So, tearing this room out. I've moved all of the stuff to some chests up there on the surface because I think that that's where it's all going to end up later. So I think this room is going to instead become a map room. I think that'll work out nice. Just gotta finish tearing it all down from this stuff. And I don't really think I'll need to change the size of the room any. I can just tear out this little middle piece here and that should be good. Because I do want to have a very big map of my world, in the smallest maps. Was there stone right there? Did I just... I don't know. I kind of feel like I just saw stone sitting there. Yeah, okay. And I'm just going to fill this in back here. Let's see. I don't need any of this space now. So I'll just do this. I think it'd be nice to have a big map of the world here, eventually. No, this is going to be covered in maps, it doesn't matter. If they're this direction. I try to hide the face usually if I can. Huh. There's a hole there now. Probably going to get rid of the trap doors. Oops, didn't mean to break that. Also need to get rid of you and you. Go ahead and dig this part. And the reason I'm making the whole back wall out of lanterns is because otherwise there could be some of the maps will have weird color differences because of the lighting, which is not the nicest thing to look at. This way though, they'll all be lit up real nice and bright, and that won't be an issue. Just fill this in real quick. And I can expand this room slightly higher if I need to. I'm not really sure how well the map will fit right now. I'm also not sure where I need to really start it at, so I'm just gonna for now thinking about it. I think in this area should work for now. I think. We'll see. I only have 2 maps up here right now, so I will need to go ahead and start making more. I've been wanting to get rid of this for a while now. And now I can. Oh yeah, this one can actually update a little bit to have the hole in it. Yeah. I think it'll look cool once it's all done. Let me think. This one probably right there will be fine. I probably will expand this like up to have a taller map, and I might expand it that way as well to have a longer map. I've done a bit more exploring off and out and about. I used that the biome finder website to look around some more. I found out there's actually a mushroom biome not very far from here. Like, if I go down over here-ish to where the giant tree is I'm building in creative mode, if I go to the right of that spot, there's just a mushroom island, not even that far away. Like, maybe 1,000 blocks on the x-axis, about the same spot here on the y. So it's like, that's cool. I also found out there's a guardian temple, like, right there in relation to my base. Like, right up here. I was like, well, that's a whole lot closer. So I might be moving, or going to that soon, to build a Guardian EXP farm and for Guardian drop stuff, because, you know, I want to get some Guardian stuff. That'd be fun. Also, I forgot to build this door when I said I was going to do that. I don't really have slime balls yet, though, so it's kind of hard. Can you use honey to make slimes? Or sticky pistons? I have no idea. I'll have to look into that. Got a lot of honey blocks. I kind of want to start decorating with honey blocks. I've been watching Exuma on Hermitcraft, and like, he's doing a lot of neat stuff with some honey blocks. Like, it looks fun. So, for now, I think I'm just going to work on getting a few more maps made, and like try to get those out, and I'll come back in just a moment with those done. There's just something very satisfying about making a map wall. I also expanded it up a bit, like I said. I think I'm only going to go out to here for now. Because, like, I don't want to go too much out, because there's just nothing out here right now. When I build more stuff, though, I will, like, map it out onto the wall more. And there is a possible chance that I will eventually move this somewhere that I can make an even bigger map of it. Because I kind of feel like this might not be enough space. Maybe. We'll see. The hole really doesn't look that big on here. I really was hoping the thing would look a little more grand, I guess you could say. There will be a bigger one later. But that's another project. All of this area. Yeah. That one won't be happening for a while. I'm not ready for it yet. But yeah, I'm liking this. I might move it up just a tiny bit, like the pieces, because like I don't think I can get to the tree over here. And the mushroom island's a bit too far this way, so I might move it over more this way. Like I said, I can make a bigger map wall eventually if I really want to. Because this is just fun to look at. I like it. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do on that for today. What was I going to do next? Oh yeah, I have the storage silos to work on. Or I could work on digging the hole out. I should probably do the storage silos. Because, yeah. I'm trying to think where I want them though. Because I'm thinking like, overall, I'm trying to think. For one, it kind of depends on the theme I'm going to go with for them. I'm going for a farm sort of theme, like barn silos. It'll be over here. But if I'm going for an industry-looking thing, it's going to be over here because of future projects. I think I'm going to go with the industry look. I can make like a giant factory, basically. And that can hide all of the silos pretty easily. And it's going to be over here. So basically, when I showed off the design for the tunnels before, one of the big tunnels is basically going to have, I'm going to have it where like the silos are going to be up here. With like the lights showing how full they are, but like the access to the stuff, I think I'm going to have like a double access. Like I'm going to have an access up here at a much higher point in the storage. And then I'm going to have another point down there, but there's gonna be like a ton of the storage up here, and there's only gonna be like a single hopper chain that goes down to a chest at the bottom. That way it's like, hopefully still more of it up here, so like I can access it from up here or down there pretty easily. But like, most of it's going to be up on the surface. So like, the giant tunnel is going to be in the middle of this, and basically it's going to go out for a while. Don't really know how I want to end it. I kind of have an idea. But like, off of that, I'm going to have like a big room that has like all the different silos connected to it for like different things. And this can be like the storage tunnel, basically. It's going to be where all of my storage eventually ends up, I think. Actually, I could do that. Yeah, thinking about it, like, I could run every storage to one central place. That way I can easily just, like, fly in. Like, eventually when I have a elytra, I can just fly into this hole, down the tunnel, and go to the storage I need. I think I like that idea. I'm gonna go with that. Of course, I don't exactly have the hole dug out yet. I also, since I'm gonna need so many bone blocks, I need to do something to get those. I have yet to find skeleton spawners. The other option is to grow some kind of plant and run it through a composter. So I'm kind of thinking that I might want to build maybe a temporary giant cactus farm and run it all through composters for bone meal. Or I could make a permanent one somewhere that's just massive. I just don't know where I want that yet, so probably be a temporary one for now. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go try to get some materials together to make the storage silo. I'll be right back with all that, hopefully. Alright, I went on some resource gathering. Went out, got an inventory of sand and gravel. Got all the white powder I could, or bone meal, white dye. This is all I was able to get up to for now. I also went out to the mesa like 3 times to gather, what is it called? It's not clay anymore, it's terracotta. And I've made as much cyan dye as I could get my hands on for the time being from my cactus that I had gathered up. I have this. I also realized something I didn't know. I thought you could just take any color and re-dye it, but apparently you can only do it with the normal one. So I just now have a bunch of yellow terracotta here that's kind of useless. Yeah. I still have to turn all of this into concrete. And what I think I'm going to do is just basically make a big tower thing here. Run water down the sides of it to wet all of it. And since it's in the haze beacon, I should be able to just dig it pretty quickly and easily. Yeah. This is going to be... this is going to take forever. Unless there's something I could build to help do it faster on Bedrock. I'll have to look into that, but I don't think there is, because I don't think you can do TNT duping on here. Before I do that part, though, I should probably go and spend some time at the XP farm. My tools are looking a little worn out there. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to work on converting all that. I'll be back in a minute. Well, a minute for y'all. Alright, well, I got it all turned into concrete now. And I might have gone ahead and just did some more off-camera work. Yeah. I've terraformed a bit so that I had plenty of space to build the factory. And I'm going to just swap over to creative just so I can like fly around to show you it. It's like I've worked over here some. I've done my best to try and make this look a little nicer, but not the greatest at what's the word? Landscaping. Need to touch up some places. This spot over here, like, is sort of just like a temporary fix, because like this, I think I'm just gonna get rid of the water back here more, and like over here. But I could also just make the river go over here instead, so I haven't like done much past this point. And I don't need to right now because the factory's going to be over here. Also, I've changed my mind. I'm not going to put like a connection down to the bottom of the world. I'm just gonna have the thing to get to it up here because, yeah. There's just no point in running it all the way down, I feel. Yeah. Back to survival. Lots of chests of junk. That one's empty. Oh yeah, I put that in. I've had a smelter going for a while. Unfortunately, the farther away I was, it wasn't really loading, so this is all it's got done so far. But eventually, it'll have a ton of smooth stone and some glass for me. And I've got some dyes to make gray glass and light gray glass so that I can build the factory. But this took... How long did I work on this? This has been a good 10 plus hours. I'm tired of digging. Been chanted a bunch down there from like sitting at the zombie farm. I noticed something odd with the experience. Sometimes it will go to the mending on the tools and sometimes it won't. And I'm just like, why? It's weird. Very weird. Gotta clean all this stuff up still. I also moved two villagers down here from the village up there. Bred them a little bit. I got a cat to spawn. I named him Thomas. I forgot to dye your collar. Oh well. And I've been trading these guys the rotten flesh. Some of them are like high level, some of them aren't. But yeah, let's see. I just put it all back in here for now. Yeah, so that's been fun. And I think I'm going to go work on the factory now. I haven't really decided what I want to build, but I have sort of a plan in mind. So I'll just go with that. I also covered over the ravine. It's all nice and lit up, but there's a lot of caves that I still have to light up in there. There's also a horse. Right there. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I just realized I don't have a way out of this. Oops. Let me get out. Alright, let's do this. I think this is a decent distance. Wait, think about this. So I'm gonna want to have lamps up the side that can like show how full it is. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll work from that. Let me think. I haven't really thought this out very well. Good for me. It might be too big. I'll have to sit here and play around with the design for a bit. When I find something I like, I'll come back to y'all. Okay, so I think I figured out what I kind of want to do down at the bottom. And for the other sides. So for this first chest down here, it's just got a comparator come out of it and straight into that redstone lamp, which goes to there. And not really sure. I think to make this easier on myself, I'm going to do that. So like on the sides here, I've got jack-o'-lanterns behind diorite walls. This will look better once the update hits, because like these gaps will vanish and like the walls will look nicer, I believe. I could be wrong. In which case I could end up changing it later, but for now, I'll just leave it like that and see how it looks after the update. So it should go something like this. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's just kind of difficult to run the redstone to each lamp if they're like every single one. So the way the first one's set up is it won't light up unless that one's like about half full. So similar situation for this one. I went and grabbed a bunch of redstone components, made enough that I should be able to be fine for a while without any more. And this next row, however, is where I start like the storage part more so. Cause like I wanted it to look nice when you look at it. I don't want to be able to see much more than this. Let me think. Okay, so like you'll walk up to it. This side's gonna be like in the building, kind of, I think, or have like a tube connected to it or something. So like this is what you'll be able to see. I'm not really sure how to make it where you can't see behind it very well. Because like you're gonna see the hopper no matter what. So I might change this later. But for now, actually I could put a stair here, couldn't I? Because you can still open it. I don't have anything to make a stair with. I'll try that later. See how it looks then. Scaffolding is so weird. Then here, I'm going to let me think. I think I can just literally fill in the entire space here with hoppers as long as they all run into the one at the end there. Actually, hold on. Let me test this. That doesn't like lock it. Okay. Interesting. I thought that would lock that one for some reason. Apparently, I also threw my hoppers in there without paying attention. Might need those back. I'm a little low on hoppers as well, so like I will need to like probably go iron, either build my iron farm or go out for iron again. Probably be better to get the iron farm going, but like it's going to be part of the industry zone here, which is why I wanted to get this started. So if that doesn't lock these hoppers, then that should work well. And I can technically just cover over that, I believe. Actually, what am I doing? I need to cover it in chest. more chests. I'm trying to think if this is the most efficient way to do this. Probably not. But it doesn't really matter that much. Sometimes the game has, in the past, had issues where double chests and stuff would not stay as double chest. So I'm going to kind of make it where that shouldn't be. Oh yeah, I do need that here. Because I have to be able to run the redstone from somewhere. This one, where will it get its input from? I mean, let me think. I wanted to have at least 2 redstone so that. Come on, already night again. The sun is going down, let me sleep. If you have 2 redstone, then if something like just goes through that chest, it won't set off the lamp. Otherwise, they'll basically flicker all the time, which I don't want to be happening. So having the 2, that shouldn't ever be an issue. That actually would lock hoppers. Because it would be, I think that would at least underneath them would. So I am not very good at this. That wouldn't work. I need to figure out a pattern that I can like copy pretty easily. I'm not very good at this at all. But I think if I do it like this will just add 1 more redstone, which won't be an issue. I think that works. Yeah. I'm gonna do something like this. And then when I find a good working pattern, I will copy it up and then copy it over. I think for this part, I'm only going to make like 3. 1 for cobblestone, 1 for normal stone, and 1 for dirt. And then I have a different design I want to do for like some of the other things like gravel, andesite, and all those. But I need to figure out this first, so I'm going to attempt to make this look better and more efficient. I'll see how that can go. I'll be back. Okay, so I finally found something that actually works better. And why do those look so dark? Oh, it's just chat. I've moved it over some because like I looked around a bit and like it wasn't in a very good spot as it was. I also turned on a pack I have that shows me chunk boundaries, so I made sure the entire thing was in 1 chunk. And that the next one, which is going right there, will also be in the next chunk. So this is how the outside's kind of gone, and yes, I know that the lamps are much, much farther apart now. And let me just get inside. The reason that they've got so far apart is simply because, so the thing is, normally with a stylo, you have like one stack of chests, so getting a single, like every block as a lamp is pretty easy to do from that. Having a much larger storage, you can't have the lamp so close because, like, basically I had to figure out a way to make a chunk, basically, that I could, like, alright, let me get my, not you, this one. Basically, this chest is the one that's got to, like, be read out to, I put the thing on all four sides now. It goes down into this hopper, which goes to every other hopper, and spreads out to these chests, which spread out to the next set completely. And basically, I had to cover everything, all from one chest, and then all of it gets pushed back into, come on, back into another chest down at the next lamp. So, yeah. I finally found something that works for that. It was nice to find out that I could put redstone stuff on top of hoppers and it doesn't do anything to it. Really helpful. But yeah. So this is basically it now. So like what it should do is it should fill up everything beneath this chest before these lamps light up. Which is what I wanted to happen. And actually, I'm getting low on hoppers. I might not have enough to do the next one. But like, so basically, just the next row. With you guys. I do this because there are some spots that I just can't fill in with this design because it just doesn't work. But that's fine because this thing is apparently going to be extremely tall. Yay. Also, the redstone here I found out does not have any effect on hoppers like this because they aren't essentially aiming at the hopper, if that makes sense. Like if it was a torch, yes, because that aims above it, but these, they're currently just a straight line. If they were like just a dot of redstone, then they could, I think, affect it, but like as they are right now, they do not. They can also affect it if they are beside it and it's a dot, I found out, so yeah. This is basically what I do, is, right, this. And I had to make it, like, the bottom one is slightly different because of the one chest being in a different spot, so it has, like, it's a little, less space efficient, I guess you could say, but I didn't want the lamps to be, like, different, if that makes sense. So now I just literally have to, coat it with chest. This is my bulk storage design. Doesn't matter because all the next row is literally just a bunch of hoppers aimed down into these, but I do believe that's all my hoppers right now. But I'll try to finish explaining how this works. So the next row is a bunch of hoppers that or this row is all the down hoppers. The next row I had to, like, specially make. So, like, first, the outside ones, every outside one is aimed down. Then these three and, like, the middles are aimed outward. This middle section is all a section of down ones, because they go up another layer. On top of the ones that are, like, here, I have, like, a chest, basically like that. Like, in a pattern. Let me get down and I can, like, show you the pattern. Oh! Okay. Oh, shoot. Get away. It's nice to have a very powerful sword. Can I sleep? Thank you. I think I still have some chests in here. Wow. Okay. I do have more wood over there in the stuff, though, so yeah, that should be fine. So basically, this is what happens on that one section, and it's like just a square that. Then I have 2 hoppers here and here into those, and just, like, all the way around make a ring. Then in the middle, I had, like, a chest in there in a way that I could fit it in with another hopper on top, just because an extra chest is extra storage. And on top of that, I have a ring that starts from the middle one and goes sideways. And then the hoppers just basically lead in a circle so that I can put the chest on top of that one, and it will pull out and go into every one of the ones below. I did find out, like, I went through a lot of designs. Some of them I had, like, hopper loops, for example, where they just go in a circle. But I found out apparently those just basically get stuck. They don't work very well. And the hoppers are constantly trying to do something, which doesn't sound like a good thing for my game here. But yeah. So I also changed the sides a bit. I've added in these. I got rid of the walls because I just didn't like them. I've got these like bar things around since the lights are so spread out. I put carpet on so they shouldn't spawn anything. Yeah. And I got these. And each one's going to have different blocks in the middle depending on what it's storing. I'm trying to decide on how tall I actually want to take this thing and all. I'm thinking probably for I mean, I can either go 4 lights or like 5 lights. I don't want it to go... Hold on. Let me just, like... I'm just going to look at it. I don't want it to, like, go above the clouds. And I don't want it to be so tall that the building beside it. Because the building is going to be where, like, I have the items go to and get sorted. And then they get dropped in the top. So, like, if I make this thing too tall, that's going to be really difficult to move the items in, I think. I mean, I could do something with it that's interesting. I have an idea for a way I could get around that. But I would like these to be slightly shorter than the building. It's kind of looking like that's not going to be able to happen, though, as is. Because, like, there will go to about here. Also, I found out that I didn't have the music files downloaded, so now I have music. I've been loving having the music in the game, because I've been playing this forever, and I thought we just didn't have music on this version. That's what I get for never looking it up. But yeah, so 4th lamp there. I'd probably go 5 lamps tall on this. I think that'll look fine. Because, like, I want this thing to have enough storage space to basically not have to ever build more storage. Because if I ever fill this thing up with cobblestone or dirt, any of them, I might have an issue. Yeah. The other things are going to be thinking about how much of a pain these is. I am not doing lamps on the other ones, I don't think. Like, oh, look at that. Those zombies get lots of gold. Yeah, the other things I'm basically going to make, like, almost looks like what looks like a honeypot almost kind of look. It's just going to literally be a bunch of stuff all going down to the bottom. I'm not going to worry about the lamp stuff. Like, I wanted to do the lamps on these just so I could, like, see on the main things you're going to build up. I wanted to be able to see, like, how much of this stuff do I have. I also want to figure out how many thousands of blocks are between each of these layers so I can, like, inside the building, I'll put, like, first lamp on a sign, be like, this many blocks. This many, this many. I'll do that eventually. But until, for now, I think I'm going to end the episode here. Back into survival. Fall out of the sky. Yeah, I think I'm going to go mining a bit, because I need to get a lot more iron for the hoppers. And I'm going to probably go ahead and build the rest of this one and, like, do the next 2. Because, yeah, I don't think showing it on camera is going to be fun, because, like, I keep making mistakes. I don't think you want to see all those. Like, I think I tried, like, it was about, right, it was here-ish, I think. I tried, like 5, 6 different setups, and, some of them worked, some of them didn't, some of them were very inefficient, and this thing, like, it's probably not the most efficient thing I could have made, but for what I'm trying to do here, I think it's fine. I'm not looking up some video on how to make this the best thing in the world. After all, I'm trying to do this myself, and I like it. I think it's gonna look great. So yeah, and I decided that the factor is probably not gonna line straight up onto this. I'm probably gonna have like a sort of tunnel tube looking thing come off of this to the building, maybe. And the building's gonna be a few blocks away, I feel. Maybe. I haven't fully decided, and I haven't built it yet, so, you know, I have time to think about that. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it off here. I'll come back with all this built and see you all in the next episode. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please go down and hit the like and subscribe button, because I could use some subscribers right now. And take care. Have fun. Bye-bye.